Buenos dias and bonjour. O genki desu ka? Ni hao ma. Good morning. This Antichrist artificial intelligence beast system in which we all partake of in this current 3D reality of harmonic universe number one has hardened our hearts. It is by design. It is part of our evolution. We have hardened our hearts through this beast system, and it is all by design because the Bible, the quantum Bible, teaches us that God, the Most High, said in the book of Isaiah, I create light and darkness. I create good and evil. This system is set up to test you, to initiate you, and the one who is ready to be initiated themselves through your own volition, not relying on any intermediary person to do this work for you through the external savior program, but you through your own energies and volition, through your own willpower, create the conditions to rise up to heaven. Our souls have descended to earth through the sun, which is a portal, which is a great spiritual galactic portal. Archangel Michael is the angel of the sun and works constantly on your behalf. His partner is Archangel Lucifer, the light bringer, part of the beast system, part of God's light, darkness, good and evil. But this system, and it is a beautiful system, when you accept that all is from God, all is here for your benefit to rise in the light or to fall in the darkness, the choice is yours. But ancient occult knowledge is available for those who seek to create magical changes in your life. Or there are a plethora, a myriad of artificial intelligence smartphone devices that you can lose yourself within that reality. The choice is yours. The choice is indeed yours. Master your chaos. Be the master of your opportunities by embracing chaos, rejection, and failure. And you know what those are, that it's all relevant for you and your particular walk on this path, what your soul contracts involve. But our sun is the birthplace of our souls in this harmonic universe number one. It is immortal. When Yeshua went before Pilate, and keep in mind Pilate, and these stories of the Bible are highly allegorical, they're symbolic, and they're immediately applicable to your life if you understand the symbolisms and have not been still deluded by organized religion and the external savior program, but you understand that Yeshua, the Son of God, the S-U-N of source, spoke in parables. Yeshua, when he went before Pilate, which is representative of Ha-Satan, and Satan actually comes from, well, Satan in the Hebrew tongue means adversary, but it comes from the Sumerian word Satam, which means administrator. Pilate was the representative of Enlil, the Ha-Satan, the administrator of the world, of the beast system of that time. You must understand that we do not live in any more significant times than any other times. The opportunities to build your ark of consciousness have always been there. It has always been the end times. This world has never changed. It is going to change with the influx of the tremendous lights. Let me get back on track here. Have a little drink of Java. But when Yeshua went before Pilate, the administrator of his time, the Elon Musk of his time, the Bill Gates of his time, Pilate considered Yeshua And Yeshua was presented to Pilate, the administrator, Hasatan of his time, the Elon Musk of his time, that Yeshua was the king of the Jews. You see, the organized religion of Yeshua's time was deeply threatened by the message of self-sovereignty, of empowering yourself, of using the ancient principles of the Magi to free yourself from the beast system and rise in your consciousness and frequency of vibration, to live more abundantly, to live with unconditional love, the power of your consciousness projecting into this beast system and destroying it, tearing it down, and rising above it. That is what brought fear into the hearts of the organized religion, the Pharisees and Sadducees of Yeshua's time. Pilate could care less. He was merely the administrator. What these local yahoos, these local hillbillies and their particular religions, as long as the taxes flowed and what was rendered unto Caesar was rendered. Pilate had no care. Pilate asked Yeshua, "Are you king?" Yeshua responded, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom was of this world, my angels would have come and fought for me. But this power has been given to you from above this kingdom. And this kingdom is not of this world because this kingdom is in the heavens." The solar light, our kingdom, our home, our soul, our immortal aspect is beyond this world. And when you identify with that, when you identify with your soul more than your smartphone, you have ascended. And part of the challenge at any point in time, but it's been amplified by the beast system because of the technology. Everyone is faced with fear and survival issues, which are sapping your strength, which need to be faced because it is taking your life force energy. It is diluting, it is adulterating your God force energy. This is what the true meaning of adult, to have a pure, unadulterated God force energy. You sun gaze. You don't gaze into your smartphone. But this is what adulteration and fornication, this is what the times amplified of this age through the media, through the mass pornography industry that the Hebrews control as part of their Hasatan, because they inherited Pilate's administrative duties, the organized religion, the Vatican. They all inherited Pilate's administrative duties, and they control this world for Hasatan, the administrator, the Satan, the adversary of this world. But everyone has been faced with fear and survival issues, which need to be faced and released in order to liberate more of your God force. Now, the time for a mass awakening of humanity is here today. And the power of Hasatan, by its very definition, adversarial energies, are seeking to adulterate, to lessen, to fornicate, to dilute this awakening. The power of your soul, strongly liberating your clear vision through the solstice and full moon gateways that we just experienced, are being challenged to rise above the fear and survival issues, leaving the past behind us in order to release more life force energy, more God force energy to energize our future creations. Of course, you can be a cyborg, AI, transhumanist, techno genius, smartphone reality, the orgasmatron of the metaverse, hooked into the matrix, parallel realities, cyborg realities, artificial intelligence, superficial intelligence, sentient intelligence. It's all part of God's plan. But you have been given the choice as a little aspect of God, because it's all a grand experiment. We all live in this cave, imprisoned somehow in your mental states and your addictions. The majority of society today is living in the cave and will never escape the cave. They, in fact, will go into even deeper levels of the cave through the artificial intelligence hive mind, through the metaverse. Because they want to avoid the self-analysis. The amplification of the fear of self-analysis is done through your lower animal nature and the addictions you have to your lower animal nature. You will never be able to release the arcane powers of the Magi trapped in fear. Your life force, your God force, your Kundalini, your Vril, your Fril, Chi, Ki, Mana, all of it will be trapped and diluted. The Buddha, talking about the first Buddha, he saw through this. He came from a very wealthy family. And he saw the illusion. He didn't understand the suffering of those around him, but he couldn't understand it by being trapped in the beast system of his time, by being trapped within the wealth of his family. The illusion. He saw it just another layer of the illusion. He didn't talk about wealth, condemn wealth, but he was from a very wealthy family. He perfectly understood what illusion was because he came from a world that was far beyond anything of the reality that he saw outside the palace gates, the suffering of others. He understood that they were suffering because they were imprisoned in their own minds, their delusional beliefs or illusions. And nothing has changed since the days of the Gautama Buddha. The beast system has always been with us. But you see, the spiritual technology of the Buddha, the Noble Eightfold Path, all of that understanding of seeing through the illusion was turned into a religion by Ha-Satam of his time. And only a few understood the purpose beyond, or the purpose behind sitting still and rising above your mental illusions, your thoughts, the prisons of your own mind. Understanding the relationship between the conscious and the subconscious mind. But when we turn to the right in meditation, when we unflinchingly stare into the void of the universe to escape this world, we begin to empower ourselves. We realize that this is just a kindergarten for adults, that many of us get distracted with coloring books, the smartphones. And it's okay, but when you understand that happiness and joy beyond any external influences is the power of your soul, is your divine birthright, then you have understood the true power that your consciousness holds. And it is not within this beast system. It is only within this beast system insofar as it is to be saw through as the illusion that it is, thus releasing your immortal spark of the divine fire of the original source creation.